It is my honor to introduce the Fire Chief for the City of Norfolk, Jeffrey Wise.
I don't know how to talk about this evening without possibly putting it in the perspective of my career with the city. And I just want to tell you a little bit about what I think makes Norfolk Fire Rescue and the Norfolk firefighters special people. My career began in July of 1978. My academy was 3 months long, and many firefighters at that time could not believe that there was enough training and classes and education to last for 3 months. In that time, we were trained to be firefighters and all that implies, and I was part of the first effort by the Norfolk Fire Department to train firefighters to be emergency medical technicians.
The Fire Department and Paramedical Rescue Service were two separate agencies. Chief Wise actually served on the steering committee for the merger, and that was back when he was a captain. Part of the reason he was asked to serve on the committee was simply the credibility and the reputation that he had even as a captain.
He's built a standard of excellence that is unmatchable within the region, the state, and even nationally. Right now, I think the EMS side of what we do, I put our providers against any of the country, and it's based on his leadership and support for EMS. We've elevated the standard of care that we offer our patients, and no doubt his commitment to that excellence has saved many lives.
Today, a crew on an ambulance can also fight fire. Firefighters on a fire truck perform all levels of advanced pre-hospital medical care. In my day, I received a rubber raincoat and a liner to help keep me warm in the cold, and 3/4 length boots. Today, your firefighting clothing is some of the finest available and offers superior protection from the elements of a fire. In my day, self-contained breathing apparatus, the air tanks that you wear, they were just becoming part of firefighter training equipment. For me, it was not mandatory to even wear a breathing apparatus in my very early days. 40 years ago, most air bottles were filled with enough air to last 8 to 10 minutes. Now for you, you have bottles that last 45 minutes. Response apparatus has changed. Most of my early days, I rode a fire truck that had open jump seats. We had no seat belts, and in the winter, we carried blankets to keep warm as we rode up and down the streets of the city. We still had a spare apparatus that had no jump seats at all. You rode the tailboard of the truck. More than one time, I remember flying in the air like I was shot from a slingshot, only to be grabbed by the other firefighters around me, and they would say, "We told you to bend your knees." But today, we have apparatus that have enclosed cabs. They are heated and air conditioned. They have seat belts and hearing protection. They are built with your safety in mind, but they are also apparatus that provide more public service. However, the world has changed too, and the department has changed to meet new challenges. The threat of terrorism is real. Increased violence against the public and first responders is real. The potential to respond to calls where large numbers of people have been injured is real. It is important that we recognize these challenges and prepare for them.
Well, I will tell you that I don't think there's any relationship in the country between a fire department and a police department that is better than what we have here in Norfolk. And a lot of that is because of Jeff Wise.
He views himself as a city employee as well as a member of Norfolk Fire Rescue, understands the value of the other agencies within the city. I think he imparts that value to the people that he deals with.
You know, whether it was the bomb squad, where we've got a joint bomb squad, one of the few in the country, I think. Generally what you find is they're police only or fire only. We have a joint bomb squad that works well together. The rescue, the tactical rescue that we're doing with each other now. There's not a lot of fire departments that want to do that. And you know, Jeff was an early adopter.
One of the things that the chief was very committed to was the development of more integration within the community, and his commitment to a bystander CPR program was admirable and sets the standards within the region in the state. We've done a great job with our liaison with Eastern Virginia Medical School, which I'm a part of as well. Pulse Point, which is an app-based system that really changes the standard of care for our cardiac arrest victims. It took us several years to bring the project to fruition. Without his guidance, his carrying it step by step and commitment to this piece, which we know saves lives, we wouldn't have it established today.
In every citizen survey the city has completed and shared with the public, the fire service has been ranked #1 by the public in service delivery in all surveys but one. And in that survey, EMS was #1 and fire was #2. Think about that for a minute. We are rated as providing the top service to the citizens of Norfolk. That's what this patch means. You should be proud of that, but you should also strive to maintain that level of service, to maintain that level of trust from our citizens to us. I tell you as simply as I can, take care of the public and they will take care of you.
Jeff is one of those rare individuals that is truly without ego. To get somebody who's willing to say, you know what, this isn't about me, it's about service, and it's about the city, and it's about the residents, and it's about my firefighters, and it's about the police officers. That's unbelievable.
Norfolk Fire Rescue exists to serve humanity, because on a broad scope, that's exactly what it's for. The men and women in this organization go out into the street every day and provide services to people they don't even know at a time when they need it the most, and often at great personal risk to themselves. Chief Wise has instilled in people that service is our primary mission. And from the recruit class all the way up to me, that's something that's been a recurring theme in all the time that I've known him.
I have many memories of the firefighters and officers who taught me the Norfolk way. In my words, the Norfolk way is to perform your duties with skill and professionalism. Always keep the needs of the citizens first, and always give your best service to all people all the time.
He was up for promotion, and one of the chief officers made the repeated comment that, you know, Wise will never make lieutenant because he's too nice a guy. Well, he proved him wrong. Being a nice person, having compassion for others, and it's not contradictory to leadership.
I'm hoping for much health as he moves into his next segment of life, as well as many opportunities to watch baseball with his family.
You know, this is far beyond a professional relationship, and I count you as one of my best friends. I wish you nothing but good things in your retirement, and, you know, all the enjoyment in the world, being able to enjoy your grandkids, enjoy your family. I wish you nothing but the best. Thanks very much for being who you are.
We have an extraordinary service here with a lot of extraordinary people. That's really a reflection of the leadership that we've had. Well, for the last 10 years, he's been the fire chief.
One last thing I would say to you before you hit the stations. It's a saying on the wall of one of our fire stations. It says, when the bell hits and you are called to service, there are no excuses. Remember that. Be safe, take care of each other. Thank you and good luck.